13-hour sleeper train, or the worst train in Europe.
Now, this train was old as hell, and crossing between carriages was a little bit of a death trap.
Approaching 4 AM, we've been woken up by the conductor. I've decided to spend my 25th birthday visiting the poorest country in Europe. However, flying there would be far too easy, so instead, we're taking a 13-hour sleeper train, which some people have called the worst train in Europe, all the way from the capital of Romania to Chisinau, Moldova.
Now, this train was old as hell, and crossing between carriages was a little bit of a death trap, but the toilet situation was arguably worse.
Out in the bar carriage, yes, the train has a bar with our £1 beer all the way from Moldova. Approaching 4 AM, we've been woken up by the conductor as we arrive at the border to Moldova.
So after a quick grilling about why we were visiting Moldova, we got our stamps and were allowed into the country. After that was completed, it was about 4 hours to reach the capital, and the views into the capital, rural Moldova, were pretty impressive. I didn't bother trying to get back to sleep after this as I was enjoying the views too much, but after we arrived at the relatively impressive looking train station, it was time to explore the city of Chisinau.
Welcome to Chisinau, the capital city of Moldova, Europe's poorest and least visited country.
After arriving in Moldova, we swapped our cash for local currency and headed straight for the central market. This is probably one of the biggest flea markets I've ever been to, and it sold literally everything from food to cheap clothing and perfume. One of the things that really interested me about the capital here was the street vendors selling literally everything from Soviet washing machines, clothing, circuit boards, you name it. I had a little list of things I wanted to get whilst here, and one of them was some Soviet money.
You can really see what is left over from the Soviet Union here, just in the architecture. The sun makes it look a lot better than it probably is.
After we finished up at the central market, we headed over to one of the many parks located in Chisinau, the capital of Moldova. I won't attempt to pronounce the name, but it's on screen for you now. This park has a massive lake, which is apparently one of the famous points in the capital, and has even got a beach, so there you go. Moldova has nice beaches, sort of. We walked around the entire perimeter of the lake, which was pretty nice. It was nice to have a relaxing break from the busy city. We then headed back to the city and the hotel, where it was time for a power nap before heading out to find dinner. It was at this point, whilst wandering around the capital by myself, I was approached by two women. I was obviously the most English looking guy ever, because they came straight up to me and asked if I spoke English, where I stupidly said yes. These two women then claimed to be Ukrainian refugees and were asking for money to help them get to safety. However, I was already aware of this scam. It's pretty famous. It's usually members from the Romanian community pretend to be Ukrainian and get money out of you. I politely declined and walked away, but it's definitely something to watch out for when you're traveling around Europe.